it was a tough time because people don't realize what was going on off the field with my relationship with Larry Smith. And I didn't know. I didn't even know if I was going to play that game. I knew in my heart I couldn't really picture Larry going with the backup, Shane, fully, but that's what he was saying. He was telling the media all week, I haven't made a decision who we're going with. And he didn't make an announcement until game day. So my head was not there until the moment, obviously. It's hard not to get focused in that magnitude of a rivalry. And I really enjoyed the big game, especially national TV at the Rose Bowl. It was special, and it was, it's one of my, it's not my most favorite Trojan memory, but it's second. I've broken down that film, and it's a game of inches, Brad, and it was our center, Craig Gibson, getting like a hand on a looping tackle. They did a little twist, and if Craig didn't get a hand on this guy's shoulder pad just to redirect him just a tad, the ball was out of my hands an inch. So if he didn't make that play, that thrilling ending would have never happened. And it was a coming out party for Johnny Morton, man. He was a freshman, and I remember that whole game. He was in my ear. Like a lot of receivers, I'm always open. But Johnny was not saying that. He was like, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. And I did it, early in the game, and he went up for it, made a great play because he was a heck of an athlete. And then on that last play, Larry called a timeout, and we all came over to the sidelines, and Larry put it in my hands. He goes, "What do you want to run?" And I knew exactly what I wanted to run, and that was going to my boy Gary. They can't stop. If Gary Wellman gets a clean release, we're going to gash him down the middle on this 2 deep. And so when we break the huddle and we're in shotgun, I'm teasing the guy over Johnny Morton, the corner. I'm pointing at him, saying like, I'm going to go your way, knowing 100% I'm going to Gary in the slot on the other side of the field. And when the ball snaps, Gary gets jammed. And that's when I've learned through playing is you can't wait for a guy, even if in my mind, I had it made up, I'm going to Gary. But when he got jammed, I had to come back to the other side. And I saw the last thing I saw was that safety driving on Johnny Morton's post move. And when Johnny Morton stuck that post and that safety drove just a tad, his shoulder pads lowered, and I got him. And I released it and then got hammered and was on my back. And the thing about playing in that game, you can't tell by the crowd noise if it's a completion or a touchdown or an interception because it's so half and half with the crowd. And I heard the crowd, but I rolled over and just saw a sea of Cardinal helmets in the end zone, and that was it.
And that's how you knew it was a touchdown.
Yep. I knew when I released it and got blasted, I knew that the ball wasn't affected, and that was key. And so when I hit the ground, I was like, I think I put it in a good spot. And I didn't see the catch, didn't see any of it until after. And it was a good spot. It was really the only spot that Johnny could make a play on it, and he made a freaking legendary play.